It is great to have this guy, one of the best, not only in the NFL, but really in the world of international sport. I think we could say that as well, because like there was a game in London week 5. I was there for that, Justin, and you were the biggest star. Justin Jefferson is on Inside Coverage on Yahoo. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Just hanging in there, just trying to, get the guys right and making sure that my hair is on straight. So I'm doing pretty well.
Okay, beautiful. And we'll get to the football in a second. But I want to get to your acting career because you acted like the fugitive, I think, on Sunday. You were trying to hide from Kevin O'Connell and from Keenan McCardell, your position coach. And I'm told team security, they tried to take you out of the game in a blowout, and
Yeah.
you tried to get on the field and they were looking for you. What happened?
Yeah, I had like 7, 8 minutes left in the clock thing. Uh, of course, we were winning 31-0 at that time, and pretty much the game is over. So they felt that it was, the right thing to do. Just take me out the game and not risk any injury and not really risk anything bad happening. But of course, I love to win, but of course, I want to be a big part of the game, and I want to have some type of stats in the game. So I wanted to get on a catch or two in the late in the end of the game and secure the dub. But they thought otherwise, and they wanted to secure the victory and secure my health on the field. So it
Well,
was. We got the dub, so that's all that matters.
yeah, and we all appreciate your health, obviously. When KOC mentioned it, I scoured the internet for video. I couldn't find video, which maybe is a good thing because people spend so much time, Justin, looking at sideline body language. So
Oh,
I
for
was at
sure.
the Monday night game in LA last night, Chargers Eagles. I was in the stands as a fan, right behind the Eagles bench. And obviously the Eagles turn the ball over a lot. After every turnover, after every possession, all anyone's looking at is AJ Brown on the
Oh,
bench. And
for
he was
sure.
cool. He was chill. And Jalen was cool. And there were no big blowups. How aware are you of the cameras, the body language? Like two catches people would get if you were frustrated, but they're always looking.
Oh yeah, they're always looking, and that's kind of something that I had to learn. Me becoming the person that I am and being one of the superstars in the league. Everybody is expecting a reaction, or everybody is expecting something that they can talk about. So I've kind of before previously had moments where I would show my frustration and show just the emotions that's going on throughout the game. But just of course soon enough later on, just realizing how much the camera is actually on me and really paying attention to everything that I do. So I just think about the emotions that I have in my mind, and of course I would say my little words or two on the sideline, but not really make it seem like I'm like overly frustrated or just overly emotional about what's going on. So it's just ball at the end of the day, and it's adversity. Not every season is going to be that top tier season. So it's a learning stage, and it's one of those seasons that I got to be more of a leader than being more of a that player that's making all the plays.
You wouldn't bring a book to the sideline like AJ, would you?
I'm not a big reader, so if I bring a book to the sideline, stop questioning what's going.
Man, there was that stutter go they ran, sudden change. Hargrave gets the fumble. They set it up for you. And look, give Bobby Wagner credit. He may be in the Hall of Fame one day. He blew it up, and JJ didn't let it go. But like you stuttered, and there's no safety, and you kind of got your hand up. Like, what goes through a wide receiver's mind when because they drew that up on the sideline, I think, for
Yeah.
you, right? And like you got the coverage you wanted, like it's there. Like what goes through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, during that time, you want the ball and you want that big play, and especially during that time of the game, I'm not really having too much action, and just the way they're playing it, and just how the game is going. Just everything is happening so well, and it's just tough to get me involved when every play that we're making, we're marching down the field. So. But just doing that is just it's not really like a. I mean, I feel like if we're down, 7 or down 14, that's kind of more of a bigger play than us
Sure.
being up by so much. But of course, I would want those plays back, and those are plays that we all wish to have seen. But it is what it is, and it's just wasn't my time.
All good. But hey, it was collectively the team's time. You guys won.
Set.
You beat the Commanders 31-0, which felt good. You broke the losing streak. So
Yeah,
I'm watching your post game press conference. I wrote some notes down because, like, I'm going to read between the lines, but I think you were sending a message here, but in a good and a positive and a constructive way. You said that you told JJ on the sideline, "It's easy, isn't it?" And you kind of mentioned that he wasn't too amped and he played with a quiet mind.
for sure.
So, like, and you pointed out as well as we have on this show, he didn't play last year. Like, this is
Mm,
kind of his rookie season.
right.
How does he find that middle ground between like quiet mind guy and nine, right? That alter ego he's talked about, which can
Right.
have its good moments too, because
Right.
to play at this level, you kind of got to live in the middle there.
Yeah, yeah, you have to, especially at his position. His position is so looked at and so criticized on so many different levels that you really can't be too high and you can't be too low. Because when you're too high, then they're going to find reasons to make you low, and they're going to find those critique moments. And as soon as you don't have that high moment, then they're going to bash you. They're going to critique you and criticize you to make you feel down. And then if you're down, they're just going to keep you down because they feel like you're not confident enough, or you're not that type of leader to take over a team and to lead a team, until to the playoffs and into a Super Bowl. So you kind of have to have that middle point where it doesn't matter if it's a good play, negative play. You're still having the same energy, and that's kind of something that I had to learn, while I was in the league, because every moment is not going to be a great moment. There's going to be times where they make plays as well. They get paid to play in the same league as us. So they're going to make plays sometimes, and adversity is going to hit in football because football is so unpredictable and you never know what's going to happen. And then especially as a rookie quarterback, so you just can't really, lean in on the negatives, and lean in on the plays that you felt that should have been better. You just kind of gotta lean in on the plays that you did make well, and then look at the plays that you did mess up on, and fix, and go on about your day to day process. But making sure you have a clean level head and not overly hyped, and just taking what they give you. That's kind of something I preach to them throughout the entire game. Just be focused. Just be concentrated on getting the ball 1 yard ahead of where we at this moment. So I feel like he took that into consideration, and he did very well throughout the game.
Sounds like you're kind of over 9.
I'm not really over 9. I like 9.
Okay.
I don't really think people really. I think people really took that and really ran with it, because I don't really think that he's uh saying that he's to that point where he's giving himself a name, or he's giving himself an alter ego. But having that, it's the same as me calling myself Jets or Jettas. It's the same exact thing. And him just calling himself Nine. He doesn't really have another nickname besides JJ. So him calling himself Nine is not really something that him getting too big headed, or him feeling that he's made it or anything. I just feel like that's just his alter ego is that everybody has when they step out on the field. Everybody has to have that confidence booster. Everyone has to have that switch they have to turn on when they step out there on that field. And I feel like him saying 9 that represents that. I don't really feel like 9, the people are thinking of it the way he's taking it. So I mean, that's something that he I guess he's gonna learn from and really not
Sure.
bring into depth. But having that alter ego and having that confidence behind him is not really something that I blame him for.
Yeah. Confidence is a good thing. I promise we're getting to
100%.
the, yeah, it tastes like a touchdown thing in a second. I promise. I want to ask, what do you think of Lane Kiffin back to your alma mater? going to your alma mater?
Hey, hey, I think he's the right one for the job, man. Just seeing his history, seeing the places he came from, the coaches that he's coached under, and seeing the good work that he has been doing, in Ole Miss. I think he's a good fit for us. I think he's going to bring in a whole bunch of talent. I think he's going to really, put us back on to where we need to be at. So, hopefully he's the right one for the job, and I think he is, and I think he's going to, turn LSU back to where it needs to go.
And does everyone in your LSU wide receiver text chain, which I assume you have, like with Jamar and Brian Thomas and Malik and Booty and all those guys, does everyone agree?
I think so. I think everybody is kind of. I mean, no, I love Brian Kelly and I love the things that he was doing in the organization. But Lane just hits a little bit different. He has that aura to him. He has that swagger to him. You hear that the press conference and hearing the confidence that he has into bringing himself into the organization. And he understands how big LSU is and how big LSU can go with his help. So I'm excited for him, and I'm excited to see what we're gonna do next year.
If NIL was a thing when you left in 2020, you had 18 touchdowns your junior year, like 100 and whatever catches. Would you have stayed? Could they have paid you? Could they have paid you enough? Your rookie contract, Justin, was 4 years, 13 with 7 guaranteed.
Uh, nah, I mean there's like the league, man, and I definitely feel like after the NIL and stuff, just college football isn't the same. Nobody really goes to colleges for the learning process or learning from coaches and just learning to get better and of course get into the league. I just feel like more people do it for the money. Who's ever giving them the most bread, and they're going to go wherever that takes them. So I just feel like the NIL kind of messed up a lot of stuff, but it also did help college athletes get more money in their pockets and being able to really do something after football if they don't reach the NFL.
Like do national television campaigns like you're doing for General Mills here
Mhm.
with Terry Crews, who played a minute himself, pretty good linebacker himself. Tastes like a touchdown campaign. So you're doing this spot here. It's like a grocery store run. Because you're the actor now. So give me the vision for this spot and the promotion.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much turned the football field, well, a grocery store into a football field. So just really teaming up with Terry and just kind of having fun with him, talking to him, and of course, I'm a fan of Terry Crews, and
He's the
I've
best.
seen multiple of his movies and shows and everything. So just kind of being in that moment with him and asking him different questions about different movies and hearing his history with football that I didn't know of and kind of just chopping it up with him, and of course seeing his acting skills and kind of getting a couple of tips from him. It was a very very fun experience being on set with him.
You want to do more of these? You want to do more acting? You want to do more commercials? You want to do more? By the way,
I think so, man. Hey,
scorewithgeneralmills.com is the site. But like
to
you're
be
good at
honest,
it, dude.
I've been hearing that a lot, and I think, I think that's a step for me after football. Especially with General Mills. General Mills have been they've been hitting the angles right, and they've been seeing my acting skills, pretty often. So I think I need to start it out for sure.
Spend 30, get $10 offer through scorewithgeneralmills.com
You gonna
until in
beat that?
February
You gonna
28th,
beat that?
2026. You wanted to do that part? Did I take your line?
Hey, you got it. You made my job a little easier, man.
It's with office linebacker Terry Crews and the great Justin Jefferson, who gets a wide receiver battle coming up on Sunday night. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. All right, I lied. Very last thing. I was at Titans Browns on Sunday. I thought it was really cool how Shador and Cam Ward
Uh,
exchanged jerseys. That was a great moment.
I need to
Obviously,
see the highlights honestly, because I couldn't watch the game, of course. Uh,
you were working.
Right. So I need to see the game, but it was a good game.
It was a good
31
game.
to 29.
Yeah, Browns went for 2 on a couple of late touchdowns. They didn't get either of them. If
But
they had gotten
the last one without Shadur, what you think about that?
so, all right, you got me in a weird spot. They ran Wildcat. The Wildcats worked a lot with Quinshon, right? They had
Right.
never run a reverse off the Wildcat, so they were going to run the reverse, and you had the wide receiver coming in the other way. And I'm not throwing Quinshon under the bus. It looked like he kind of forgot to pitch it. And then he realized as he kind of like got there, and part of it might have been like, was the corner running with a wide receiver? There might have been a read there. I'm not sure, but he kind of like got there. It was like, oh, and then he turned, and then by that point, the wide receiver's already on the other side of the field, and then he tried to throw it back to him, and it was just kind of a mess. If he had pitched it, I think he's going to score. I don't know. You know,
Yeah, that's great.
it's a tough one.
I mean, yeah, that's a tough one. That's tough because the Wildcat has been working. So it's and it would have been a good play. It would have been a good play if he would have pitched it. I think he would have scored.
Yeah, probably would have scored. But I was saying with the jerseys, is there one guy in the league that you don't have a jersey from, like jersey exchange after the game, that you want?
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers. My rookie year, that was the last year Tom Brady played, and I played against him. No, that was my second year. My second year, I played against Tampa, and I should have asked for his jersey then, but I was too scared.
Yeah, whatever. He'll call one of your games. Finally, your favorite General Mills brand here: Pillsbury, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What do you got? Old El Paso. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
Come on, man. There. Come on, man. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's a butt. I love it, and I'm glad you got it on your shelf with all the footballs and the trophies. Score with GeneralMills.com with Justin Jefferson, Terry Crews in the new commercial as well. Spend $30, get $10 through February 28th. Justin Jefferson, appreciate you, man. Best of luck the rest of the way this year.
Yes, sir.